How much time would you need to take out to do the survey? Well, do not think of this as, 4 hours a day kind of assignment. It's not. You have time till end of November, but a good start is half done. So I think wherever you have the opportunity, you try to popularize this survey. The time distribution, it will depend on every person. There are some campus ambassadors who are doctoral fellows. They are very much interested in getting this done themselves. So they, whenever they are walking around in the evening, they are asking their friends to fill in this survey. So it's not a special time that you take out, but if you're enthused about it, then whatever time you have in the evening going around talking to people, having a conversation, you mention about this survey, forward it to them. Okay, that is the first approach, which is a little bit unorganized. You can take a more structured approach, which is you could approach the e-cell and you can inform them that there is a survey. Can you help us circulate this? You could reach out to a faculty. You could reach out to another student body which has access to students and which can help you circulate that message. How much time is that going to take? So yeah, maybe a few hours in a week, which maybe on a weekend you spend more time. During the week, you may be busy with your classes and you may not have enough time to, in an organized way, approach someone, have a conversation, and so on. But I would say find bits and pieces of time during your classes, during the evenings, and try to popularize the survey amongst your friends, classmates, and also through some student-run bodies, faculty-run initiatives, so that the students receive the link at the earliest. And then it takes some time for them to also open the link and then fill it up. You may need to remind them again and again for a few times. Okay, so that's the kind of time commitment it will require. Okay, there is a creative question that I have received, which is can campus ambassadors create their own creative content to promote the survey? I think that's a wonderful idea. Guess India brings you opportunity to lead and to learn. So that suggestion is welcome. If you want to create your own creative content to promote the survey, please let us know what you're planning to do. Record it or create it and just run it by us so that we can, if we like it and if it can help other campus ambassadors, that will be great as well. So please go ahead, get creative, make sure all the information that you share is based on facts. There are no misrepresentations. There are no false promises that we make to anyone. We want to do this with utmost sincerity and truthfulness. So there should not be any deceit or any sort of over-promise in the content that we do. But otherwise, absolutely, let's go all in and come up with more creative suggestions. I'm very happy to hear this suggestion. Where can you get the responses from? Only your institution. You are campus ambassador for your institution. So limit your scope of work only to your institution. Not only your department, go to other departments as well. We would love to have diversity in responses. So your class, your senior class, your junior class, undergraduate student, postgraduate student, doctoral students, students from engineering, from medicine, from science, from commerce, from arts, from all walks of life. So please spread this survey across different disciplines and different types of students, but keep it only limited to your own institution, so that then we know that these responses are coming from your institution. Otherwise, there will be confusion in calculating the number of responses reported with your CA code. Therefore, all campus ambassadors, stick to your own campuses. If you have friends in other campuses and they want to become campus ambassadors, great, let us know. We will onboard them. The next question is, how frequently do you need to report back to us? Okay. Now, you have a couple of team members from Guess India here in IIT Mandi who will be in touch with you. They will keep on checking with you at least once a week. They will reach out to you, maybe more as well. But if you want some information, some help, some guidance, feel free to bug them all the time. No worries. Okay. They'll be very happy to answer your questions. We will do a weekly huddle. We will try to do initially at least every week. We gather as a group and we take feedback on what's going right, what is not going right, what is working for some campus ambassadors. And if you could replicate some of those learnings for other campus ambassadors, that will help. So we'll meet once a week in an organized way, but through the WhatsApp group or through the contact persons that you have been assigned, you feel free to reach out to them as frequently as possible. And we do have a live tracking of the data, but we would report that once a week. Another question is, do you need to fill the survey while standing with the respondent? No, you don't have to fill the survey yourself. Only pass on the survey link either through email or through WhatsApp message to your fellow students, and then let them fill it up in their own time. All you should do is encourage them, remind them, follow up with them, try different ways of reminding them about the importance of this survey. And it's with your passion and with your grit that you will be able to, how hard are you able to pitch to them? And then they should choose to take the survey. But you should not force anyone to take the survey. You should not spend 20 minutes standing with someone and asking them to take the survey. They'll not be able to make the right decisions while doing while choosing various options in the survey. Ideally, that is the situation. I have heard from some campus ambassadors that, in the evening they went to canteen, they had a group of friends there, and they shared the link with everyone, and everyone with great interest took the survey. They had their tea, and they spent 15-20 minutes filling up the survey. That can also work, but it has to be voluntary. That is the key. You can't force people, and I'm not expecting you to have your phone open, ask someone, and then fill it on their behalf. You don't have to do that. How many responses do you need to bring? That's the question. I think I would love to have 100 responses from your campus. If you can get us more, lovely. But I'm not looking for 500,000, 10,000 responses from a campus. That's not required. If there are students who voluntarily take this survey, there are 1,000 students from your institute who take this survey, that's great. But all I'm expecting from a campus ambassador is to help us get 100 responses. Now, in the beginning, it will sound difficult. It seem difficult. It's a long survey, by the way. Absolutely. It's a long survey. So everyone is not going to fill it. It's not an easy job. And that's why, we are co-creating. We are using the crazy quilt principle. If you remember the first workshop where we discussed the entrepreneurial mindset. So crazy quilt of people, and you have the opportunity to now pitch to people, to convince them to build their own network, to lead this initiative in your institution. So start small. Think, how do I get my first response? That's it. The close friends, your roommate, your classmate, somebody who you sit with or you play with. Get them first, convince them, learn from that. Then the next person. Target 5, then target 10. Some people are thinking, I'll do 2 responses a day, and in a month I'll have 60. And that strategy also works. Look out for events in your campus, right? So I would say, start small. Don't think I'll do 100 in a day. That doesn't happen. So, take a gradual stab at it, step by step, target 5 at a time, 10 at a time, and then you go to 20. And there are some incentives planned along the way as well. So start small, scale fast is the idea. At max, you've done 100, I'm very happy with you. If you've done 20, good job. Let us do a little bit more. If you've done 50, amazing. 75, you enter into a lucky draw where one campus ambassador will get an iPad. And then there are some other incentives as well, which you keep hearing about. The validity of the response is very important to us. We have we are regularly monitoring these responses that we are receiving and from where we are receiving those responses. It's important for the sanctity of research that the survey responses that we receive are valid and are being filled properly by the respondents. So I urge all of you, all the campus ambassadors, to make sure when you pass on the survey, please emphasize on the importance of quality of responses. Only if the respondent has enough time, they should take this survey. They should take the survey at one go. So they should ideally take out time, sit for 15 minutes and take this survey. That's really important. Okay. We do have ways to figure out the validity. As I mentioned, we do some analysis. We track some sort of data which helps us do that. But it will be very important for campus ambassadors to emphasize this and also utilize ways, means, methods to get the responses which are valid, which are honest, which are truthful. So let's not have any duplicate responses. We will anyways have to cut them out of our survey if we have duplicate responses. So try to emphasize on the importance of one respondent, one survey, and also respondents taking the survey very sincerely. Less numbers of surveys responses are okay for us. We don't want many responses. Even if you do 30 responses, that's all right. No worries. If you can do more, of course you can do it. But let us not compromise on quality while chasing quantity.